You are looking live at Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, where the New Jersey Rockets 19U AA Girls Hockey team are getting set to take on the Philadelphia Bells. Hi everybody, it's Joe Rizzo. Glad to bring you the action from South Jersey, outside of Philadelphia, but on the Jersey side and in the shadows of Rowan University, formerly known as Glassboro State. And the Rockets are getting ready to take on the Bells. You're seeing the Bells up close. You're seeing the Rockets on the far side. Because of the way the rink is set up here, we're gonna go to the offensive side of the ice for the most part and try to film it from there. We'll switch ends in between periods and try to show you the action as best as we can. Rockets in the road, black jerseys, black pants, mostly black socks, white numbers, and gray trim. Give you a look at the Bells over here, close up. They're in their home white jerseys with navy pants, red lettering on their numerals, blue lettering for their names, and blue trim for the most part. The socks are white up top, red on the bottom, and with a strip of blue and gray in the middle. Rockets have gathered at the far end where you can see the scoreboard, so that'll come in handy in the first and third periods. Although once I pan back, you might not be able to see it as well. I'll keep you posted on score and time as it happens. Emma Lacey is your goaltender for the Rockets today. And for the Bells, you have number 48, not in a regular uniform, and she looks to be the tallest player on the ice. So that'll be an interesting matchup in the nets today, as Izzy Camarada brings a full bag of pucks over to her bench area. The referees are checking the nets on either end as we speak. We could look at that right here as the Bells huddle. Rockets coming off an interesting weekend at the 19U level. That included a 7-2 loss on Saturday. We'll pan it back to this angle to give you the best look. Rockets will open it up with Amanda Werner at center, Georgie Tillinghast on the right wing, and Luisa Rizzo on the left wing. Larissa Radoszewski on right D, and Rachel Lee on the left. Looks like you might be able to see the scoreboard in the shot. I don't know if you'll be able to exactly make it out, but we'll keep you posted on the score and time as it happens. Your other defense pair will be Erin Bruno, 16, and Kirsty Kamerkar, 19. Liftoff from Hollydell Arena. Bells win the faceoff and they retreat it back to their own end. They move it up the left wing, but it's kept in there by Larissa. Sends it around back, and Riz in pursuit on the other side, gets bodied off. Georgie now comes in to help out. Right in front of you is the action. Bowman sends it around the far side and up the wing. It goes. They send it with alacrity through the neutral zone and deep. Larissa gets to it first, gets a piece of it, does the Bells player. It's banked off the boards hard, but not out by Amanda. Comes up the left side point and sent in by Bowman. Little push behind the play. We'll see if the refs are going to call that stuff. Sent through the neutral zone. It might come all the way at the net, and it's going to be an icing. A couple of Rockets were kind of looking at that one, but they were heading toward the bench, and they both end up letting it go for the icing call. So 16:09 now. First period just underway from Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, a Philadelphia suburb, and the Philadelphia Bells home rink today. Bells move it around low. They're in the corner, giving some room there. Now PJ in to battle it out. Kirsty comes over to redirect the centering pass. Izzy overskated it, gets a piece of it to get it out. Bodying forward. Camerata looks, wrist shot goes wide, had Hansen on the left wing. Stepped in and kept in by Aaron, knocked down by a Bell's shin pad and sent into the offensive zone for Philly. They try to move it back down in, but it's knocked out by the Rockets. PJ hustling over to change. Amanda will come back on for her. Comes to the far side wing. Tootie was there to disrupt the play. Larissa's got it. Back on D. She's looking for Kirsty, and Kirsty gets it. Kirsty's going to storm the line on the right side. Sends it deep as she found some traffic. Sent around behind the net for Riz. Riz reverses it for a moment. Banks it off the boards to herself. Comes around this side, head up, looking for somebody, given a lot of room, goes to Larissa at the point, wrist shot too high, goes wide. Lily with it, sends it over to Riz, chipped to the far boards by the Bells, who will bring it out. Whiffed on the pass, but it still connects late. Larissa eventually gets to it. Skates it back in her own end, up the wing, Bells bring it in just offside. Offsides are automatic now. Now that we're into November, hopefully everyone's used to that rule. So even though the player knew that her teammates were in there and was clearly trying to hold up, it just was a hard one to corral. Face-off won by PJ to the near side. Larissa will go and track that one down, send it up. Izzy in a collision there, falls down, and the Bells keep it in. Bells move it up to the right point, wrist shot. Gets through traffic but goes wide. Larissa there to bank it hard off the boards. It bounces and out. No icing because that went right over one of the Bells' sticks. Bells will bring it around their own net, send it up toward the point where it's kept in by Rachel, who sends it back deep. Izzy's going to be the first one to get it right in front of you. Izzy sends it back around for Tootie. Tootie tries to center it for PJ but couldn't get enough juice on it, and it looked like one of the Bells' sticks got a piece of it. Bell skating it up, but PJ's going to catch that, send it right back in. But I guess it was an offside. It looked like everybody had cleared the zone from my perspective, but being down low, sometimes you don't see it as well as the refs do. .13:52 left first period in Sewell, New Jersey. Rockets win the face-off. Kirsty sends it in. It's battled for at the point, eventually sent in on side by Kirsty cross ice. Riz will be the first to try to chase it down, picks off the pass, gets it picked off of her stick, goes back to the point, battling to keep it in is Aaron. She can't do it. They're calling no icing on that one. I'm dubious as to why that is. It looked pretty clear from here. Anyway, the Rockets will have to try to get it up and out of the zone, and they can't do it as 11 keeps it in for the Bells. Riz gets it through one. She'll skate past one. She's going to draw a lot of traffic from a streaking defender who lifts the stick and angles her off. Izzy comes in, rather Amanda, to help out. That's 23. It goes back down deep. Riz 1-on-2 trying to play the puck, and she's not going to win the 1-on-2 battle. Bells bring it out. They gain the offensive zone. 21 there as they change D behind the play. Whistle and a stoppage. Looked like Emma might have gotten a save there. I was trying to watch behind the plays. It looked like they had 6 on the ice, but refs weren't watching and it was a passive change, so it'd be unlikely to call something like that. Face-off still battled for as PJ's there. Emma sticks that one aside to the near side corner. Larissa pops it up but not out. Izzy picks it off. Izzy gets it out of the zone. Battled for neutral ice. Peyton, PJ, for a moment, over to Izzy. Izzy's going to gain the line on this side. Izzy looks, sends it at the net. There's a pad save. Tootie trying to battle for it, and she's walled off and can't get to it. Comes to the point. Larissa will send it down deep as the Rockets change at least 1 or 2 of their forwards. Rachel will hold the point. Izzy will battle as the forward. Rachel and Amanda try to step in. It's friendly fire. Amanda tries to get through 3, can't do it. Kept in. Rachel towing the line. Rachel down toward Riz. Riz looked like that pass maybe was intended for Izzy, and Riz picked it off, and the Bells will get it and tap it out of the zone. Warner through neutral ice, banks it off the boards for herself. Rockets got to watch it as they're changing. Lily out there with Amanda and Riz now, a line that we've seen together most of the year. Riz dekes around one. Riz goes through the slot. Riz looking over for Amanda. Can't get the shot off. Amanda pop up. No infield fly rule called. The runners will stay and advance at their own risk. Lily far corner to Riz. They'll play with it along the far boards and into the corner now. Skating it around and drawing Amanda's attention is Rachel. Riz tried to go back up to the point, but Rachel was low, and the high-low doesn't work there. 11-22. Wrist shot that's knocked away by the stick of Larissa. Comes to the point, 10 keeps it in. Lily was there a little late, loses the stick, takes a spill, gets up, seems to be okay. Skated up now by Riz, banks it off, takes a bump there, and she will change. Lily will jump off as well as the Rockets change their forward line. 21 brings it in, wrist shot, Emma gets the blocker on it and steers it to the near corner. Goes back around the net, PJ's gonna get that, send it up the boards for Tootie, who gets a nice chip with the tip of the stick and gets it out. Is he looking to pick that one off? She gets it with the stick, and she gets it in, and that one's picked off. So pick off for pick off here. Ingersoll, now wrist shot from the top of the right circle, goes through traffic but doesn't get all the way through. Tootie in front. Here is Aaron, sends it at the net. PJ tried to redirect, can't see because the ref's in our way. Get off the line, buddy. You might have to move. He's standing right there. Not gonna be able to see anything. If he moves back a little bit toward us, then that would help. And now he moves away, but so does the play. So we might have to change our perch at any given time. Sent in onside, but icing is the call. And they'll face it off on the far end with 10:04 left in the first period of a 17-minute period. The first between the New Jersey Rockets and the Philadelphia Bells on the road for the Rockets at Hollydell Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. And it's Amanda on the face-off on the far end. She wins it back to Kirsty, who goes to the near side boards. Too strong for Georgie, can't get there. Bells will send it back in from the point. Battled for there in the corner, sent through the slot, but nobody on the back door. Riz was guarding it. Riz has some legs today, and she moves up the left wing. See if she can turn the corner. Gets a little traffic there, still trying to turn the corner, handling it with one hand. A little too strong and a little too far before the centering pass, and the Bells will pick it off and move out. Gains the center line and sends it in deep for Philly. Brought back, bodied behind the play. Aaron will get this one, chip it up toward Riz, and Riz will eventually beat two, but it goes to the point. Wrist shot deflected off his shoulder and finds its way in the net. Puck luck goes the way of the Bells. It looked like it might have deflected off the shoulder of a Rocket, redirected its way from the left post of Emma into the top left corner of the net from the shooter's perspective. So Emma was guarding one side and she had it covered based on where the shot was going. It looked like the shrug of a shoulder of one of the skaters redirected that thing and it finds its way in. 9:19 left in the first period on the time of the goal, and the Rockets will try to rebound here as they find themselves in a deficit in an otherwise evenly played game. Bells move it through their defensive zone, now through the neutral zone. Tootie there with PJ, and Izzy is the other forward. The defense pair are Larissa and Rachel. PJ will skate that one in, and now she'll flip it in. It'll hit off of one of the Bells, and the Bells turn it around. Izzy disrupts the break for a moment, but Philly brings it in onside. Larissa picks that one up, tries to move it forward, gets it to Izzy. Izzy can't bank it up the boards, and the Bells keep it in. Wrist shot, redirected, scored. So the Rockets make one little mistake there, and immediately the Bells put the puck in the back of the net, and the deficit doubles to 2-0 with 8:27 left. So goals come 54 seconds apart. Rockets have to gather themselves here, as they've seen this happen not often this season, but there have been a few times where they've collapsed a little bit and allowed a couple or more. Amanda with the wrist shot hits off the right pad. Riz tries to get the rebound, tries to send it to the point, but whiffs on it and the Bells pick it up and they'll march out once again. They send it in over the offensive line and will go in onside. But Kirsty picks up the dump first, sends it through the neutral zone for Riz. It gets past, she gets a piece of it. Riz is going to be behind the D but not have an angle here, so she'll put on the brakes and try to wait for her teammates to get down there. Riz will skate it behind the net, reverses, and sends it back to the other side for Amanda. Amanda will get it, and she's looking for somebody in the center. Lily lost her stick again. That's twice. It comes through, and boy, that was not an opportune time for Rose Smith to have lost the stick, because she might have had a scoring chance as she picked it up. Wrist shot goes wide for the Bells as we're under 7:30 left in the first period, and Philly with a 2-0 lead on goals 54 seconds apart. Puck pops out of the zone. Lily trying to get there, and it does go out but back in as the Bells touch up, and they'll change their defense, or actually looks like their forwards. Two of their forwards change. Aaron falls down in the corner, just hit a rut of bad ice, which is turning into 9 miles of bad road for the Rockets here. Whistle and a stoppage, 6:59, 6:50. Themselves a deficit here, as they have in one of the previous games against the Bells, where I believe they found the net 5 times in the first period, and then it was scoreless for the rest of the game thereafter. And it was one of those games where the coaches and players were kind of shaking their heads as to what happened. So we know that the Bells can score in bunches, and they've done their small bunch to start this game as they cycle it down low. Banked on the hard angle, but not enough to get it out of the zone. Izzy's there. The chip goes the Bells' way, and they keep it in the offensive zone. Streaking down in from the point 15, wrist shot whistled wide. Izzy will get it. Bells change 1. And they move it through their offensive zone for the Rockets as Tootie picks it off and turns it into an offensive possession. Gets a little hook from behind, but uses the feet to keep it moving. Bells pick it up as they try to center it to the Rockets, and the Bells move out. Offensive zone, looked like the right wing was offside, no call. Emma wrist shot makes the glove save. 5:53, first period, 2-0 Bells. Face off, Bells win it, send it at the net. They were looking for a redirection, but it looked like it hit Amanda, and Amanda skated it out, sends it to Riz. Georgie there. Georgie nearly picks off the outlet pass. She got a piece of it, but not quite enough. Enough to disrupt the rush, but not stop the possession. Bells gain it in the offensive zone. Bruno there behind, chips it past one. Trying to power it up the far side boards, having a little trouble over in that corner. Wonder if the ice is not so good. We'll see if other players are having trouble when they go over there. Aaron's fallen a couple of times. Amanda gets it there, reverses it all the way for Georgie, and Georgie will chip it up and get it out. Bells try to send it back in. They get onside and do so. Now they're holding the possession. The first half of the period was fairly even possession, but now it's tilted toward the Bells in terms of possession and the score, which is 2-0 in their favor. Sent through the slot. Aaron's going to pick this up, look for the head man, although they're giving her open ice, and she's just going to keep skating it. Aaron in the slot, wrist shot, there's one save, rebound swept aside. Bruno with a nice rush. They kept backing off. Wrist shot by PJ goes just wide. Peyton Izzy Rizzo for a moment. There's a cross check behind the play. Aaron took one right there, right in front of the ref. He swallows the whistle on it. Chipped up the near side boards and into the zone. Izzy gets around, looks, wrist shot, goes wide, whistled wide. She had Tootie in the middle with traffic. That puck came out. They don't call the offside, so the Rockets get a break there. That one looked like it jumped about a few inches offside, and Rachel brought it back in. Puck sent in, no icing as the Bells pick it up and reverse it. They skate around the near side boards. Amanda there to pressure it. Comes to the neutral zone where Larissa gets it. She sends it to Rachel. Up the boards to Tootie. Tootie 1-on-4, gets it into the offensive zone. We'll see how long the possession lasts. Not long. Rachel gets it, has to wait for her team to tag up. She does. Well, they're not really tagging up. They have to just clear the zone. There's no tag up. Sent in offside. Whistle and a stoppage. 3:26 left. First period, 2-0 Bells over the Rockets. Bells win the face-off and send it in. Amanda with Lily and Riz. Near side boards, it gets past Riz. Comes to the right point, they'll send it low along the boards. Battled for in the corner. Bells will come out of that with the puck. They go to the point. Right point, wrist shot, through traffic and wide. Near side, Lily will get it. Get a little bit of room, skate it out, shovel it forward for Riz. Riz with Amanda, they got to split up. Riz tries to get it across to Amanda, but Kramer was able to break up that pass. She would have sent Amanda in alone. So good play by Kramer from the Bells. Philly gets it over the red line, sends it in. Bruno back to pick it up. 16 looking for some room. They gave her room before and she skated it all the way in and got herself a good scoring chance before. Rockets play with it behind their own end line, far side to near side corner, near side boards. Riz sends it up for Izzy. It's not going to be an icing, not sure why, not sure who it hit off of. Izzy's going to get this, turn the corner, send it at the net, one save, PJ there. Tootie coming in the slot late. Tootie tries to pick that one off. Kirsty sent toward the net, knocked away. Kirsty again sent toward the net, but the Rockets were retreating, thinking maybe that puck was going out of the zone. Izzy there, trying to get it. It goes to Aaron. Aaron sends it, can't get it through traffic from the left point. Bells will skate it out, and that player shoots it at and hits her coach in the back, and now they're having a little laugh about it, and that's good. The last thing we ever want to see is pucks flying into a bench and injuring someone. In this case, it's to the benefit of the Rockets, who have an offensive zone draw. PJ will take it. Izzy in the slot, Tootie on the left, Aaron at the left point, Kirsty between the points. The music stops. Everybody tries to find a chair, and the Bells get the puck. No trip there. She fell on her own. Not sure if I caught that in the video. Comes to the point. Kirsty through traffic for Tootie. Tries the spin move. Tootie in front. Backhand. Kick save. Izzy was there. Tootie got it on the net. This one goes up, and it's going to be no icing call. I'm not sure what he's seeing that I'm not, but that's a pretty clear just blast right down the boards. I'm not sure why there's no icing. Even if it's a player there, they don't have a legit chance to knock that thing down. You got to call the icing. We're down to 1:14 left in the first period. One that the Bells have dominated on the scoreboard and at times with possession, as Emma makes a save in the breadbasket. They'll start the last 67 seconds of play in the first period to Emma's left. Rockets looking to keep the pucks out of the nets for these 67 seconds and perhaps to have the deficit if they can. Near side off the face-off win comes to Georgie. She got a piece of it, can't get it out. Larissa will reverse it to Rachel. Rachel's got a little time and she lets it go for Riz, who tips it up and out of the zone. Amanda now there. Let's see if she can get it out toward center ice. Well, she makes it retreat to neutral ice where Georgie gets it. Georgie's going to gain the line but can't keep it. Kept in but just narrowly by Amanda. Amanda tries to send it low for Riz, but there were 3 Bells there. There were more Bells than a Christmas tree. Philly sends it in. Emma's going to stop that one and leave no rebound. So 28-5 left in the first period. 2-0 Bells over the Rockets at Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. We don't have the benefit of a scoreboard that indicates the shots, but it seemed to be in favor of the Bells by a significant margin. Rockets need to increase the quality of their shots and scoring chances here if they want to do anything to get into this deficit. Izzy steers it out of the zone, and the Bells retreat with 14 seconds. Izzy picks off one pass for a moment. Bells move it around the zone. They just need to get it out. It's picked off there. Larissa could maybe have afforded to step up. 3, 2, 1. There's the buzzer. That'll be the end of the first. And the lineup at neutral ice. Werner is there. Liftoff in the second. Riz on the left wing, Lily on the right. It's sent into neutral ice off the face-off win. Gathered in her own zone, and now bringing it out for a moment was Erin. Good forecheck by the Bells as they steal it behind the end line, but Erin regains it. Lily looking to chip it forward and send it forward for Amanda. Just couldn't dig it through a lot of the ice there. Amanda with Riz. Amanda centers to Riz. Riz right on net. One shot save. Rebound. It's still loose. She made the second save. Lily sends it toward the net. Kirsty steps up. Wrist shot. There's one save. Goalie has lost the stick. We'll keep it on her. Riz in the near side. The Rockets have launched themselves in this second period and are blitzing the Bells in the first minute, trying to have that deficit. Erin at the point will send it low for Riz. Riz has to come up. Takes a little hit, but that's a good collision right there. No cheapness or anything going on. Bells bring it up. They get it into the zone. Amanda battling to get it out. It comes through the slot. Kirsty's going to pick it off, peel back, go around her net, spin at the far corner, come to the near side. Bank it hard off the boards for Riz, who eventually gets it out with a little help from PJ. So Lily's going to run off and get the change. Riz there. PJ keeps it in with the leg pad. It comes up and off of a Bell's skate and gets out into neutral ice and now into the offensive zone for Philly. They send it to the slot, but it goes through 13's legs on the awkward angle. PJ curls, turns, burns, looks for Tootie. Tootie gets it, chips it off the boards. Tootie battling forward. Let's see if she can get to the puck. She forces the turnover to Izzy. Izzy got it for a moment, but was trying to reverse it. Bells grab it and they'll skate it out. Picked off there by PJ. She just couldn't get a hold of it. So the Rockets blitzing. They've really put the pedal to the metal to start the second. And there's the first whistle of the period with 2:02 elapsed. It's still 2-0 in favor of the Bells, but the Rockets have come out on a mission Amanda on the face-off. She's got Izzy on the right and Tootie in the slot. Wrist shot from Larissa, hit a pad, and the Bells try to break out 3-on-2. Larissa and Rachel back. Wrist shot goes wide, comes to the near side. Bells will be there to pick it up, send it back deep. Below the end line, it will be Amanda that fishes it out. She goes it hard across the boards. Izzy lost the stick trying to get to that puck. Tootie's gonna get there. Hansen chips it out, and the Bells will have to regroup. And eventually it goes back to neutral ice. Tootie with the chip again. She's been effective with that play so far. That's gonna create offense at some point. It's almost happened so far, but at some point she's gonna chip it past somebody. She's gonna get a little open ice and get a quality shot. Perhaps the best shot of anyone dressed in black today. Bells work it from the corner to slot, redirected. Emma with a big save with the right shoulder. Most importantly, leaving no rebound. 14:02 left, second period. Rockets trying to unravel a 2-0 deficit. Amanda wins the face-off cleanly over to Kirsty. Kirsty around the back of the net for Aaron. Aaron up the near side boards for Riz. Riz fires it out to Amanda, who's with speed, and Georgie. Georgie and Amanda can't get through the offensive zone as the Bells looked like they had a little bit of a trap going right there. And forced the Rockets into it. Bells, wrist shot from the right point, blocked by Riz's leg pad, and she tried to get off on the break, but overskated the puck a little bit. Riz trying to get behind the defense there, forcing the right point and the right defenseman to actually retreat into neutral ice. So the Rockets will take that if the Bells are playing with one less in the offensive zone. Centering attempt is steered aside by Emma. Georgie gets it to Amanda. Amanda has Riz on the left, headman's for her, but just a little too strong, and the Bells bring it back into their own zone. Riz trying to pick that one off, but a nice play by Cisco, 12. And she runs the system for the Bells, moving it all the way up. Wrist shot from the right side, right in the breadbasket for Emma. She stops it with the Rockets logo in the center of her jersey and covers the puck before any rebound can happen. Whether you're watching from Lake Mary, Lake of the Woods, Lakehurst, or Linwood, we're glad to have you with us on Rockets Hockey. Right point shot off the face-off. Emma made the first save, and then there was a rebound that was cleared away. Clock hasn't started. Clock at 12:58 still. Clock hasn't started. Clock still hasn't started. So I suppose this is bonus time for the Rockets. As we're trying to alert them that the clock hasn't started. As this is just free time here. I don't know if a puck gets put in the net, what the time is going to be. Referee now has blown the whistle as everybody's screaming that the clock has started. And with all that, that was 1 second of play. So instead of whatever music they're playing now, they should be playing Let's Do the Time Warp Again. And now they knock it down to 12:50. That still was well more than 8 seconds. It was about a minute. If you wanted to be creative, you could go back and see with the benefit of the video exactly how long it was. Rockets bring it in. Tootie there. Tries to turn the corner. Tootie gets close. Gets it around the net. Whistle and a stoppage. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be an interference, and it looks like maybe the Rockets are going to go on their first power play of the game. Let's see who it is that is going to the box. Oh, there you are, Perry. It's 41 Perry at the box for interference. And that power play will be started with Amanda, Lily, and Riz. Wrist shot, steered to the near corner. Riz is there. She's going to take it around the circle, send it to the point for Aaron. Aaron sends it at the net. Left pad save and covered up by number 48, the netminder, who doesn't have the benefit of the jerseys that the rest of her team is wearing, but has a helmet that has the Bells on it. Looks like a practice jersey. Amanda on the faceoff wins it to Riz. Between the points, it's Kirsty. Kirsty with shot. Rebound, score! Rizzo puts it in! It's a power play goal for the Rockets. And with 12:19 left in the second period, they've halved the deficit to 2-1. Amanda won the faceoff. Riz grabbed it, sent it between the points to Kirsty. Kirsty sent it at the net. There was a pad save in front. Riz stormed in and deposited the rebound into the empty left side of the net. That's a big goal for the Rockets. They have been working diligently on their power play, and it takes them 19 seconds of power play time to convert. So all that hard work paying off in practice. I'm sure that coach will be talking about that when we gather for the post-game interview. Off some ping-ponging in the neutral zone, the Rockets try to gain the offensive zone. Larissa to Rachel. They are very good at those cross-D passes. Tootie uses the body as a shield and eventually wins a 1-on-3 battle to get the puck deep. PJ the first pursuing forward. PJ angling, gets the puck to Larissa. Larissa will go down low. Tootie's going to jump behind, see if she can get to that one. Izzy comes late, and they force the play up to the half boards. Larissa through traffic, it hit off of Cisco's skate and deflected the right way for the Bells, the wrong way for the Rockets. Rockets keeping the pressure on. PJ down low over the end line. He's looking for Izzy. They get it up to the point, and it skips over Rachel's stick and out. No icing, because that definitely hit Lee's blade, and it didn't have enough juice to get down there on its own anyway. Tootie gets it over the line and chips it into the offensive zone. It looked like maybe she was expecting some of her teammates to change there. It comes back and 1-on-3. The Rockets win that battle. Tootie gets it in. Now she dumps it and is able to get the change completed for the Rockets. They change heavily. Riz picks it off the boards on the far side, sends it to Georgie. Georgie trying to turn, working in a phone booth. Tillinghast almost had it. Wrist shot. Kirsty sends it just wide. Was looking for somebody. Riz up to Aaron at the point, and it was just in a strange spot for a right-hander there. Aaron tried to use the skate, and somehow that puck just trickled through a mouse hole. Rockets have turned it around here in the second period. They've cut the deficit in half. There's 10:23 left in the second period. Bells get it down low. Backhand shot. Emma left pad save. Rebound cleared off. Looked like by Amanda coming down low. Now Amanda tries to get it up and out. Gets down past Georgie. Battling in front is somebody, but the Bells change. It's a period of long change. Riz coming up the boards. Riz trying to turn the corner. Riz gets it a little bit into the zone, but can't maintain possession. Move it through neutral zone ice through the Bells. Wrist shot goes wide. Comes all the way around. Georgie's there. She's going to win that battle and get it out. Riz trying to snipe that pass. She was waiting for the D-to-D pass. That one looked like it popped up and maybe hit somebody on the bench. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 9:37 left. Second period, 2-1 Bells. They scored twice in the first. And Riz with a power play goal to get the Rockets on the board here with 12:19 left in the second. Brought in off the face-off win, quickly offside. They'll do it all again. PJ lines up with Izzy on the right, Tootie on the left, and wins the face-off. They'll battle for it along the boards. Tootie's there. Tootie's going to try to get it in. Tootie gets beaten for one part of it. It forces the play up to the right, and there's a giveaway. Rachel gets it at the point and keeps it in. PJ will battle for it. Rockets still trying to keep it in. They can't. 3 Bells combined to just make a wall and force that puck out of the zone. That means they're bunching up, which also means if you spread out, you might find yourself with open ice or to be able to get away to find your way behind the defense. There's a little collision there, and the Bells player looked like she got injured. She's able to skate it off. I'm not sure what happened. She might have caught a stick or a bump. I think her own stick might have jackknifed her and bumped her under the chin. Here's Izzy, 1-on-3, wrist shot, but knocked away by one of the Bells. She allows her teammates to change. This is going to be Riz trying to pick it off. She gets a piece of it, but can't knock the play away. Perry, who's the penalized player for the Rockets power play, sends her player in. 28 with a wrist shot. Emma stopped a partial breakaway with the blocker. It goes through the center. Riz steers it up for Lily off the boards. It's a little too strong. Rose Smith will continue to pressure. Riz will come on the other side. She sends the puck right at you. There's the Bell's player. Amanda steps in. Riz is going to pick up a loose puck. Wrist shot at the net. Bounces just to the side. She got a piece of it. That puck was ticketed. Lily sends it off Amanda's skate. I don't know if she was looking for Amanda or Riz. It goes to the point. Rachel shot. Save in front. Rebound loose. Oh, sent just over the net. Actually, it looked like Cisco got the blade on it and sent it over the net. Amanda was there. Comes to the point. Riz can't keep it in. Rachel's playing safety. Sends it to the near side. It bounces and it just goes offside as Lily was trying to get it out. So the first half of the first period was very even. The second half of the first period was tilted toward the Bells, who put 2 on the board. And so far, the first 10-20, make that 9-20 of the second period has been tilted toward the Rockets, who have put 1 on the board. They drew a penalty. Tootie drew the penalty with hard work. Riz converted it on the ensuing power play 19 seconds later. Kirsty will skate it up the left wing, trying to steer through neutral ice. Gets it to Izzy. Izzy in the slot. Wrist shot. That's a stick save. That was the shaft of the stick. Goaltender holding her position there, gets the shaft of the stick on it. Otherwise, I'm not sure if it would have gone in, but it would have been close. It might have been bar down. Face-off win by PJ. Sent to Aaron between the points. Tries to get it through traffic, trickling low. Doesn't get all the way through. Aaron pinches in, takes a little hit, and it's going to be a 3-on-1 for the Bells. PJ hustling to get back. Kirsty's there, forces her player wide. They send the puck at Emma meekly, and she is able to knock it down with the stick and leave no rebound. So very good play by Comercar to force the puck-carrying player to the outside, and tremendous hustle by Jacobus getting back to prevent an easy pass in the middle. Bells win the face-off. Now I don't know how you could call this a trip. The girl was running and she hit one of the Rockets' legs and just dove. It didn't look like there was anybody sticking a foot out there, but it looks like Aaron is going to go to the box for what will be called a tripping. I'll definitely be watching the HD replay of this one to see exactly what that was, and my eyes in real time, it sure looked like a Bells player was skating to a spot, hit a leg that was not stuck out, and incidental contact. But nonetheless, the Bells get their first power play of the game. The only power play so far has gone to the Rockets, and they've converted it. Amanda and Riz will be the forwards killing it. Rachel and Larissa on D. Every girl that's dressed in black is ready to play any position in any situation. Mostly the D play D, mostly the forwards play forwards, but they all are ready to play shorthanded and on the power play. Icing is in effect in all situations now. So the Rockets cannot just send the puck down and be unpenalized for that. If they do, it's an icing. Riz will get it, steer it off the pass from Rachel, but not get it deep. 13 will get it. Take a shot. Emma takes that puck and just steers it to the near side corner. Rachel smacks at it, but can't get it past 21. Wrist shot. Emma knocked it down with the blocker. Rebound to the other side. Wrist shot whistled wide. Bells had a scoring chance there. This one spun by Cisco at the corner. Riz was looking to tip it away from her and march in alone. Sent through the middle. Riz is going to get that one. Try to skate it up and out, and she does that. Gets a little slide push there, but is able to get it out. 39 seconds on the power play, 5:29 in the period. Rockets looking to kill this one off. Wrist shot, Emma gets a good look at it, gets it in the bread basket just below the Rockets' shield on the front of her jersey, and corrals it there. Rockets will send out PJ and Izzy up front. Larissa and Kirsty on the back line to kill off the last 31 seconds of the penalty to Aaron. Bell's just waiting at the left point, finally send it low. They'll play with it along the far side boards and in the corner. Now they go behind the net, looking to cycle it around, but the Rockets holding their form and holding the box very well. Wrist shot is a flip, and that one loose in front. Emma was catching the flip. It was going to go well over the net. She caught it like a pop fly, but actually didn't secure it. When the puck trickled down, fortunately for the Rockets, there was not a Bell standing in front anticipating the error, but they're none the worse for wear. Bells win the face-off, and Perry whistles a shot wide. 1 second, 0. Now Bruno jumps out of the penalty box, and Hansen joins the play. It comes through the slot. Wrist shot off of one possible save or a steer away, and the Rockets have killed it off. That one sent at the net. Emma's going to knock that one down and cover it. So the Rockets have killed off their first penalty. They have a 2-1 deficit, of which they've halved in this period. The Bells scored the first two in the first period. Amanda wins the face-off into the corner for Kirsty. Comes to the near side for Georgie. Georgie's going to try to get it up, but sends it right to the point, and the Bells bat it right back in. Played with behind the net, and now reversed. Bells get it. They have 2 low, 3 low behind. And they move one now out into the front of the net. Sent near side. There's a hit. Direct hit, no call. Puck was there, but the stick came up, and now one goes the other way, and the Bells coaches are throwing their hands up in the air. Well, they just got away with one, so that was even. Even Steven. Neutral zone play here, sent past Georgie. Bells get it in their own zone. Lily trying to pick off the D-to-D pass. She's going to try to rush the play. Rockets can't keep it out of their zone, and Amanda gets there. Amanda takes her time, looks up, maybe waits just a moment too long, but still has possession. Battling for it now in the corner. 1-on-2. Amanda wins a 1-on-3. Amanda shoveling it forward, but they can't get it out. Wrist shot, that's knocked down by Kirsty, stepping all the way up into the top of the slot. And even to between the points. So no one to hold him, no one to fold him, and Camercar would be a great poker player. Rose Smith draws the tripping penalty right here. Lily hustling through. She had 2 players to push through. She did that, and she got into a spot in the ice where she could have picked off a pass, clearly tripped, and the Rockets will have their second power play of the game with 3:13 left in the second period. PJ on the faceoff, Tootie in the slot, Izzy on the right wing. Larissa at the right point, Rachel on the left. Comes over to Tootie's side. She's going to angle and shield. Sends it to Rachel at the point. Rachel over to Larissa. Larissa will send it at the net. Bounced off of somebody and goes to the corner for Izzy. Izzy sends it behind for Tootie. Tootie wraparound, scores! Hansen puts it in on the power play! 21 seconds into the power play. The Rockets have tied it up. Hansen off the feed from Jacobus and Rads. It's a 2-2 hockey game with 2:52 left in the second period. The Rockets have worked tirelessly on the power play during practice, and it is paying off. They are 2 for 2. Rizzo with 1 earlier in the period. Hansen with 1 in the second period with 2:52 left. So the Rockets have evened this game out on the scoreboard and otherwise. That one sent out. Icing hand is up, but that's going to get waved off as the puck dies. It actually could have been called still, but the near side official to the play was able to say they could have gotten. Tootie will steer it out. We've talked about it before. Her chip work, her play, able to just hold that puck in a phone booth was going to pay off, and it does. Izzy trying to chase this one down. There is an icing if it gets far enough. Izzy looks, turns, centers it. Amanda, she was looking for Riz on the back door, but it's disrupted. Rockets move it out. of their own zone, it looked like. I have kids playing hockey right behind me shooting the ball at me. It's not that fun when you're the old guy that the kids are playing against. Riz over the line, centers for Amanda. Oh, it was more of a shot. Riz still with it behind the net, lost it. It confused the goalie as to whether it was a shot or a pass. Riz was trying to pass it, but it ended up going more as a shot, and she almost got lucky there. It wasn't a quality offering. That one sent through and knocked down by Rachel. Amanda's going to turn the corner if she can, but 10 with a nice defensive play to break it up. 2-2 hockey game, Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. The Bells scored 2 in the first. The Rockets have countered with 2 power play goals and as many chances. Wrist shot, Emma gets the pad on it and sends it to the far corner. Chipped up, Riz has a chance for a break. She's got to win a foot race. She gets one, gets the shot off, but whistles it wide. And the Rockets will change. Lily gets to the puck first and helps her team change on the side. Riz gets it, skates off. Riz and Amanda so close to making this a 3-2 game on a couple of shifts here. And Lily drawing the penalty that led to the power play to put the Rockets ahead. A team effort all the way. The backliners getting the pucks out of the zone more freely in the second period. Down to 15 seconds left, and this is going to be PJ. She's on the break. PJ has some room. PJ over the line. 9 seconds, 8, 7, centers it a little too strong. It goes to the point. Kirsty's got to shoot. She sends it at the net. It's picked off, and that will do it for the period. What a period for the Rockets. Jacobus has had a knack for finding a way to put pucks in the waning seconds of periods, and she almost did it again there as the Rockets rebound. And I'll show you the fans in the stands as well. Nobody waving hello, and they're doing the wave. And they're doing the wave. They're saying hi to the Hansons. George and Kevin, who I like to call my muscle, have gotten themselves in place as we switch for the third period. Emma will occupy the goal to the far end. And this netminder, who's got the practice jersey on today, but is getting tested in the second more than she was in the first and doing a good job. Liftoff in the third for Rockets hockey. Amanda couldn't win the face-off there. Sent in at the net. Big save. Amanda will battle for it right in front of you. Sends it toward the slot. Riz tried to get it. Rockets will be able to keep it in, but can't connect with their own teammates, and the Bells bring it out. Seems to be all 4 goals have been scored at the far end today. As the first 30 seconds go, wrist shot. Emma snags it with the glove, but can't hold on to it. Rebound shot comes in, and she knocks it down with the pads and covers up. So as the Rockets came out in that end at the second period like a house of fire, the Bells have countered with the same.
Oh, hi.
Rockets win the face-off, and it goes around the end boards. Comes to the near side. Tootie chips it up but can't get it out. It's sent at the net. And eventually that is Kirsty who gets it out. Oh, she was looking for Izzy, a little too strong. Izzy did get a piece. Izzy skating for it with the stick lacrosse style, puts on the brakes, tries to gain possession but can't do it. She's with Tootie and PJ. Aaron and Kirsty, the defenseman, and Kirsty tried to step up to keep that one in at the point. She did momentarily but couldn't maintain the possession. Rockets will get it into the offensive zone, but just for a moment, and the Bells bring it out. Up the left wing and onside and no icing, do they bring it in? 15:40 now the time in a 2-2 game. Rockets have had 2 power plays. They've converted both. That was in the second period. One by Riz, one by Hansen. This is going to be another power play, but it's going to be to the Bells as the Rockets touch it up. It's going to be an interference call as the Bells goalie was skating toward the bench but never actually got off. And it is going to be Izzy for the interference. Looked like it came along the boards on the left side as the Bells player tried to send the puck in and then follow it. Rockets have killed off 1 power play. They need to do it again. Bells win the face-off between the points. Shot goes just wide. They were looking for a redirection there, but nobody was home. Amanda tries to get it up and out. Can't do it for the moment. Snuffs a point shot and eventually uses the backhand to get it out. Amanda with Riz, the forwards. Larissa and Rachel back line for the penalty kill, which has 1:36 left to go. Riz is going to get it in some neutral ice, chips it forward, but can't get possession. Bumping there, neutral ice along the red line. Amanda will get it, try to send it back to Rachel. Rachel's got to step up and make a play, and she does. 80 seconds now in the penalty, 14:43 in the game, a 2-2 game from Sewell, New Jersey. Sent up the near side boards, but not out by Larissa. Larissa over to Riz. Riz looking for a one-on-one battle to win. Can't do it. Sent in front. Emma's going to gobble that one up with Rachel there, and the rest of the Bells playing a little bit high, thinking that puck was going to get out of the zone. Good teamwork and communication for the Rockets as they send Georgie and Lily out as the forwards to kill it off, and Aaron with Kirsty on the back line. Georgie on the face-off. Can't win it, but nearly got that puck out. She was looking for a short-handed breakaway. Lily chips it to Georgie. Georgie chips it forward. No icing called there to the benefit of the Rockets because it looked like Georgie chipped it behind the red line. Bells bring it out under pressure with Lily. Aaron gets a piece of it, disrupts the break for a moment. Coming back to get it is Aaron with a little crisscrossing with Kirsty. Wrist shot through traffic goes wide. 33 seconds in the penalty, 13:56 in the third period, 2-2. Bells bring it around the perimeter and send it behind the net to the near side boards. Gathered over there, Georgie using the body to prevent it. They send it to the point, and this is sent down by the Bells. They were looking for the point, but the point had cheated toward between the points from the left point. That helps the Rockets. That'll kill 9-8. Georgie gets it. Georgie's going to skate it in. Georgie up the left wing is going to kill off the rest of this penalty with Lily. Great job by 77 and 20 to kill it off. It's not a duo that you've seen do it often. Izzy had it picked off and she thought it was behind her. She could have marched in alone. This one's sent down, and if it has enough juice, it's going to be icing, but it doesn't, so Rachel has to make a play. The Bells player makes a nice play on it. Wrist shot, tried to redirect it in front, but Emma grabs it as it hits a stick. Whistle and a stoppage of play. 13:04 left in the third period of a 2-2 game. Bells broke out on top with 2 goals, 54 seconds apart in the first period. About midway through there. Rockets countered in the second on power play goals by Riz and Tootie. There's Tootie getting to it on the near boards and chipping it for PJ, who's working along the boards, now does it from the seat of her pants for a moment, and the Bells are able to bring it in. Rachel behind her net. Bells getting it down low. They're cycling it. They're looking to come out of the corner. They send it back near side. Izzy's going to get over there. Izzy sends it up. It goes to the point. 10 was trying to get it and send it at the net. They send it, but to the side of the net. The redirect wasn't strong enough. Bells send it out of the zone for the Rockets. Izzy knocked it down for a moment. Could have been a hand pass, but it looked like she got the stick on it, or it was errant. Tootie sends it in. It comes around the dasher and on the near boards to the far corner. Comes near side, just over Izzy's stick. Izzy's going to battle to get there. PJ will pick it off and send it down low. Tootie wins one battle. Tootie gets hooked, sends it in front for PJ. Backhand just goes wide. Tootie gets it, sends it at the net, redirected off of Driscoll's skate and at her goal, but the goaltender sweeps it away. Rockets getting dangerous down low here, looking for that go-ahead goal after they've erased the 2-0 deficit. Rads will bring it in over the left wing. Rads outside the circle will take it all the way past the end line and reverse it for Amanda. Amanda comes late. Can she get to it first? She does. Uses the feet and looks, gets the head up, tries to make a pass, but Driscoll was there to knock it away. 10. Riz gets it, tries to get it to the point, whiffs. Rachel bunts it up off of the move forward. Wrist shot by Perry, sent wide. 11:24 left in a 2-2 game in the third period. Play pace has picked up significantly here for both teams as they see the score and time and know this game is very much up for grabs. At times been dominated by either side. Maybe not dominated, but at least there have been courses of the play that have been in favor of either team, 60-40, 70-30. Wraparound attempt. Emma blocks the first one and covers the second. A well-played, hard-played, clean game between the teams. We're not seeing anything behind the plays here, really. There was a little bit, maybe at the very, very beginning, but otherwise played clean and hard. Exactly what you're looking for in a competitive game between two teams that look like they're about dead even. Face-off battled for. Bells win it, but Kirsty's able to pick it off and send it up. It gets out of the zone at where the left point is for the Bells, and then somebody comes in, sweeps it down low. Kirsty's there again, sends it off the boards. Tootie is there, gets the ref to jump up. Izzy's 1-on-3. She's got PJ coming late. Izzy through neutral ice. Izzy gets hooked, drops for PJ. Wrist shot goes just wide. Somebody lost a stick. It's Kramer. She picks it up behind the play, skates back into the play. Izzy will get to the puck first, maybe as a result of the drop stick, game of inches. Sent through the crease, comes all the way through. Aaron chips it down, didn't have a shot. Claire was blocking the passing lane. Popped up. Aaron can't keep it in, so she tries to keep it pinned at the boards, and that works eventually. Eventually it's sent in onside. The Rockets change behind the play. Goalie stops it for Cisco. Cisco sends it up, not out. Lily comes in late and keeps it in from the left point. Lily will give chase. She's drawn a very big penalty in this game. It led to the second power play goal. That's Rose Smith, 20. She and Georgie, who has the puck now for a moment, had a huge 64-second shift in which they killed off the remainder of the Rockets' second shorthanded situation. Collision along the sideboards. Amanda tries to get it out, still battling. Amanda gets the stick on it. Now Georgie centers in front, shot, rebound, no rebound. What a save in front, that one sent. Georgie with a blind pass right on Amanda's stick. She one-timed it. It looked like it was going 5-hole, but the goalie got the pads on it and shut the door just enough to keep this a 2-2 game. Tillinghast and Rose Smith have stood out today. They're out there as the wings with Werner, who's also been exceptional. The whole Rockets team has been very good today. Rads gets it off the faceoff and sends it deep. Georgie's there, trying to play with it and was looking for Lily, but it's sent away. Rad steps up to keep it in for a moment, but Driscoll's going to pick it up and skate it all the way out and into the offensive zone. Sends it toward the net, but knocked away by Larissa. It goes behind the end line. Rachel's there, taking her time and looking. What a nice pass. Just a little too strong for Lily. Not too strong, just a little too much sauce. It bounced, and Lily was trying to corral that puck on her backhand. Good play by the two lefties. Wrist shot, Emma knocks it down, and Rads clears the rebound. Lily tries to get to it at the point, but she's 1-on-2 eventually, and PJ was up there after the change. She's with Izzy. Lily's going to look for a chance to get off if she can. That puck sent toward the middle, picked off by Driscoll, but That's just basically allowing her team to change and to keep possession of the puck whilst they do it. Sent in the slot, wrist shot. It looked like one of the Rockets got a piece of it, and there's a whistle after Emma covers it up. Wow, that was a dangerous scoring chance right there for the home team. If you're just tuning in, Philly got 2 within 54 seconds of the first period, about midway, and then the Rockets on their 2 power plays, both in the second period, were able to convert. One by Riz, one by Tootie. Headman for Izzy from PJ. Izzy comes in, backhander, save with the left pad. It goes behind the net. Izzy gets it again, centers it for PJ, sent low for Tootie, off of a skate, and knocked down off the backhand shovel by Tootie. Another save, 48, keeping her team in the game right now as the Rockets have turned the tide. PJ face-off left circle, wins it to Tootie, up to the point. Aaron gets it, sends it to traffic, goes just wide. Izzy looking. She saw PJ was there. They're going for the same swath of ice. Eventually PJ gets there, sends it low for Izzy. Izzy gets through one player, heads up, looking for Tootie in the zone. Oh, right at the top of the slot. And had a nice pass there. Could have deflected off a skate or something. So Camarada showing good vision, taking the glance, taking her time. Whistling a stoppage right there. I don't think there was any kind of penalty. We'll see what the call is. I think they're just going to face it off. Ref didn't like what he saw for some reason. 7:23 left, third period, 2-2 game. PJ wins the faceoff as he tries to shovel it forward. Comes behind the net. Izzy forces the player to go the other way, which she does. It's sent through cross ice and eventually brought out. And the Bells gain the offensive zone here. Sent through the slot, but all Rockets there. Aaron is the first, Tootie's the second. Tootie's going to skate it up the left wing, gets some power, loses it for a moment, but eventually gets it over to Izzy. Izzy trying to get through traffic, can't do it. Bells get it, and they send it back in. Izzy's going to get it off the pass from Kirsty, trying to gain the line on this side, but she's offside if she retouches it. Sent back in by the Bells now. Aaron's going to be the first one to get there for the Rockets. She reverses it for Kirsty, who's got some room here. Kirsty's going to skate it up. She chips it forward for Georgie. Georgie chips it through. Rolling puck on its end. Georgie's got Riz in the middle, gets there, takes a body off, no check, good non-call there. Comes to the point, Rads can't get it through traffic. It's blocked away. Perry's going to get it and send it through one player. That's going to be an icing if it goes far enough. It won't even come close. Riz will get it in neutral ice, try to get through Driscoll. She can't. The lefty picks it off her stick, but it goes in offside. Very well played game by both teams here with 6:01 left in the third period of a 2-2 contest. These teams will face it off again a week from today and 8 days from today on the Rockets' home ice in what would have been a tournament, but instead these two squads will battle it out in a 2-day non-tournament situation. And those we would expect to be entertaining games, one at Rock Ice, the other at Bridgewater Sports Arena, the two home rinks for the Rockets. So if you're around on the weekend, actually it's not next weekend, it's Thanksgiving weekend. So 2 weeks from today. Riz chips it up for Amanda. Amanda trying to turn the corner. Amanda's got Georgie in the middle. What a play by one of, that's Ingersoll. I've been calling her Driscoll, but Ingersoll is 10, and she's made a few nice plays here. Otherwise, that was going to be a Rocket marching in alone. Riz will get it, pick it off the boards, use some room, skate it right through the logo at center ice, and dump it. Ingersoll will pick off the dump as Riz is looking to change. The rest of her team didn't need to. Rad steps in at the point, and she'll send it in and around where PJ will be pursuant. Tootie there as well. PJ gains it off the boards. PJ still battling. It goes to the point. Rachel has it. She's going to send a shot through traffic, but nobody tips it. Stick to side. Near side, Izzy. Ingersoll will get it, and then it's chipped out by 88. Goes up the near side boards, and the Rockets will pick it up as the Bells change behind the play. Reversed by Rachel, reversed again, and it goes up to Tootie. She tries to chip it but can't do it, and it's sent in the middle of the zone and out now by PJ. Chipped up the boards by Izzy, sent across ice by the Bells. They get it into neutral ice. They have to come out, do the Rockets, and they do. One Bell on 3 Rockets. Wrist shot, quality shot right there. 1 on 3. Emma picks it up, and with the glove and the whistle, we are down to 4:11 left in the third period. So glad you're joining us on a Saturday afternoon from Sewell, New Jersey, Hollydell Ice Arena. Rockets win the faceoff and they send it around all the way where Izzy's able to pick it up on the near side. Rather, that's Lily. Battled for there, and the Bells are able to get it in the offensive zone. Centered, wrist shot, right pad save by Emma to keep it 2-2. A little higher, and that one probably finds its way in. 88 got behind the D, found herself alone in the slot. Rockets will bring it up. Head man for Riz. Riz pushes forward, tries to get a little help from Aaron. Amanda back at safety to cover Aaron's rush. That one sent in. It looked like it went over the line, onside, and then back out, and then back in, offside. 3:29 left, third period. We say third period because it's 2-2, and there might be more slated for this game than just regulation today as the Bells send it in, just outside of Emma's stick. Lily tries to steer it up the boards, 1 on 2. It was actually even 1 on 3. Wrist shot hit off of the back of Kirsty. Kirsty's stick is being held. Let's see if they call something there as Emma gathers up that puck. Kirsty got spun around as Perry was holding her stick there, and it didn't look like a tie-up. It looked like she actually had her glove on. Refs are closer than I, so no call. 3:12, third period remaining. 2-2, Rockets and Bells. Rockets will win the faceoff, but Perry will shove her one at the net with the backhand for the Bells, and we tick 4 seconds off in that sequence as Emma grabs it. Faced off again, Rockets win it. Rads around for Tootie. Tootie tries to get it along her own boards, right in front of her own bench, I should say, in the defensive zone and shovel it out. Needs a little help as the puck squirts out. Rachel over to Tootie, and Tootie shovels it out. Tootie jumps past one defender, which is 1 on 3. Perry trips over the blue line as the Bells get possession and try to bring it up and out. It gets through Rads' feet, or skates there, and the Rockets turn it and send it in. Tootie's going to change, as do some of the other Rockets. Izzy nearly picked that one off. Izzy would have marched in alone. Comes up and out over the left point, whistle and a stoppage of play on the offsides. The intentional offsides have been rare lately. They were happening a little more earlier in the season. And it looks like the Bells are going to take a timeout here with the 2s wild. 2:22 left in a 2-2 game. The only thing not 2 on the scoreboard is the period. That's 3. So the coaches will discuss it. Coach Jeremy is in the center, standing on the bench. Coach Rads has the door closest to the Rockets net. Coach Henry, the forwards door, the one closest to center ice. Referees blow the whistle. And we'll see who's got a little more here for the last 2:22 of regulation. Is it going to be decided in regulation or past regulation? As our wonderful football announcers like to say, of the British ilk. One moment of brilliance for someone in a Rockets uniform can decide this game in a favorable fashion. Let's see who it will be. Amanda on the face-off, Georgie on the near boards, Riz on the left wing, Rachel and Rads, the defense pairing. Amanda wins the face-off. She's been dynamite on them today and for many games this season. She had a stint of a few games at defense as well, did Werner, showing her versatility. She goes back, sends it around the boards, looking for Riz, a little too strong. Riz and Amanda with Georgie. Riz is going to try to find some open ice. She's going to probably have to dump it, and she just lost possession there. That one's sent all the way in. It's offside, so that goal, had that puck found its way into the net, would not have counted. One of the Rockets, I'm not sure who, sent that puck at the net. Riz took a spill on the collision, seemed to be okay. They're going to face that one off at center ice rather than at the dot on the near side, closest to the blue line. Bells win that one. PJ, Izzy, and Tootie. Ooh, Izzy's looking to snipe that one again. She's so close to walking in by herself as Camarada. She might get one before it's over. We're under 100 seconds left in the third. Tootie gets the puck in, 1-on-2. Now she's going to get some help with Izzy, but a Bell will be there first. Tootie gets to it. Tootie looking for the puck. The Bells are going to get it and skate it out with 1:20 left in a 2-2 game. Third period. Izzy's going to get this one peel off. Izzy trying to get through one. Wrist shot in the breadbasket and steered aside. Tootie on the rebound. Backhand goes just wide and hits the side of the net. Izzy to Tootie behind the net. Tootie to Izzy. Izzy over to Kirsty. Sends it at the net. PJ's tied up. Sends it to Izzy. Izzy to the point for Kirsty. Top of the slot is PJ. She can't get to it off the block. Under 50 seconds now. Bells get it out of trouble. Rockets threatening, moving the puck extremely well. Kirsty will skate this one all the way in. Amanda will cover her point. Izzy battling for it. It's going to go to the point and just past Rads. Rads will skate it through neutral ice. Rads will try to send it in. Rockets changing behind the play. Lily's going to have to hustle back to get that, and now Rachel jumps on with 20 seconds left. Bells change behind the play. It comes up the far side wall. Riz has to negotiate that one out. Rockets need to get this one out. Riz tripped down there. Bells come out of the corner. Wrist shot, save, swept aside by Rads. 5 seconds. 4, sent behind the net. Rachel tripping up there, no penalty. Rockets maybe a little fortunate as the buzzer expires and we end regulation at 2-2. Per the rules, I believe we are playing a 5-on-5 overtime for 5 minutes, and I don't think that they will switch sides. And there will be no scraping or resurfacing of the ice, as there hasn't been for games at this level. U19 AA Girls. 17-minute periods. There have been 3. The first period went to the Bells, who scored twice in a 54-second span. The second period went to the Rockets. They got 2 power plays. They scored on both, one by Riz, one by Tootie. The third period probably went to the Rockets in terms of possession and scoring chances, but the Bells were not devoid of possession or scoring chances. It looked like the Rockets had the better. PJ out with Izzy and Tootie. Liftoff of the overtime. 5-on-5, 5 minutes. Bells get it in. Kirsty gets it with the stick and then the skates, can't get it out. Rads gets it back, sends it behind, sent at the net. Emma sticked it aside. Reversed by Rads for Izzy. Ingersoll tries to keep it in. Izzy gets it past her. It's out of the zone. Picked up there by PJ. PJ waits, sends it in to the side of the net, and Tootie will pursue on the far side boards. She's got 1. The Rockets have scored on 2 power plays today. They're only 2 of the game. Sent through neutral ice now, and this will be Rad's, the first one to get it. And she will do that and send it up the near side boards. Ingersoll gets it, it's going to send it in offside. Let's see if we get one of those intentional ones here, which would be basically what it means is you know your team is offside and you still push the puck into the zone anyway. But they won't do it. What it would result in is an offensive zone draw for the team that did not benefit from it, from the puck being sent into their own zone. So in that case, the Rockets would have been looking for an offensive zone draw off of the offside for the Bells. It doesn't happen, and the Rockets battle for it in their own zone. Amanda with Riz and, oh boy, a close one behind the play there. Amanda with Riz and Georgie. They've all had their legs today. Kirsty will skate this one in. Aaron will be at the left point. Amanda drops to the right point. Riz is in front. If anybody can get possession behind there, Riz will chuck it into the corner, and it goes to Aaron. Aaron tries to get it through traffic, can't do it. It's blocked away. Aaron saw the shooting lane collapse or get blocked. Amanda comes back and blocks that away with a shin pad. She negates a pass to the center. It's sent out in front, and Kirsty picks that off at the top of the crease. Sent down low again. Bell's buzzing here a little bit. Centering pass, knocked away and stays behind the end line. Bell's now coming out of the corner, coming out top, wrist shot, they score and they win it. So the Rockets will walk away with a 3-2 defeat in a game that they had on their sticks. They let one player walk out of the corner, get free. She comes to the face-off dot and into the bottom left side of the circle and is able to deposit a wrist shot past Emma's glove side. It looked like it was along the ice. So a quality shot. That decides the game. 2:10 into overtime. That's going to make the ride home a little bit longer for the Rockets. But the good news is that they're right back at it on Sunday against the Saugerties Phillies on the road. So it's an all-road weekend, and that's going to do it from Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. We don't have shots or anything for you, and they're not on the scoreboard. We'll join you later on a separate upload for the post-game interview with Coach Jeremy. Thanks for watching Rockets Hockey. If you'd like to get all the games, hit that subscribe button and the alerts button, and you'll know every time we're doing a live stream or an upload for the 19Us, which you've been watching today, or the 16Us who are in action at other rinks this weekend. So that's going to do it from Hollydell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. The Philadelphia Bells score 2:10 into overtime to take a 3-2 win over the Rockets. This is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching New Jersey Rockets Girls Hockey.